Good morning again, class. So welcome back to another maths class. So hands up, out, in, straight up Emmanuel, out, down. Good. So before we get into today's maths class, can anybody tell me what we did last time for mathematics? I'm seeing Sarah has her hand up first. Okay, Sarah, tell us. Tell us what we did last class. Remind us. We did perimeter. Everybody agrees? Yes, we did do perimeter. And could you tell me what we said was perimeter? I'm listening. It is the distance around. Give her a hand. Good job. Perimeter is the distance around. Right? And who could tell me the formula for perimeter? I don't want Sarah again. Emmanuel. Length plus breadth, multiplied by 2. Good job. Give him a hand. Thank you all for your answers. Good. So today we're going to do look at something else. Something new, right? But before we get into that, I would like to sing a song for you. You ready? You ready to sing along with me? But I want you to listen first and then we'll sing it together another time, right? So let's go. We ready? 1, 2, 3. Area is the space inside, space inside, space inside. Area is the space inside. So you know, no. The formula is length times width, length times width, length times width. The formula is length times width, and the answer is in squares. Everybody enjoy that? Good. You ready to try it with me? Okay, let's go one more time. 1, 2, 3. Area is the space inside, space inside, space inside. Area is the space inside. So you know, no. The formula is length times width, length times width, length times width. The formula is length times width, and the answer is in squares. Good job, everybody. Good. So since we enjoyed the song, can anybody tell me what they heard or learned from the song? Let me hear Jessica. You learned that? You learned about area. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, Samuel. Yes, Samuel. You heard that area is what? The space where? Inside. Okay, very good. Anything else? Yes, Samantha. And the formula is length times width. Good job, everybody. Thank you for your answers. Right? So, let's say we have this shape here, right? And for perimeter, we said, what we said was perimeter. It's the distance around a shape. This is the perimeter. But for area now, we have to find the space inside, what the song says. So perimeter is the space inside of this shape. Right? So this is what we're finding for. So how would we calculate this? We can calculate it in more than one ways, right? So first, let's say we have this shape here. Yes, let's say we have this shape here. So how can we find the area of this shape? Something else was mentioned in the song. Who can remember what was mentioned? Yes? Yes, Tia? The answer is B in square. Good job. So that means that we can use squares to find the area of a shape also. So we have some squares here. So we're going to find the area of this shape using squares. So let's put them up. Good. Let's take this part. Let's make it smaller. Good. So this shape here has an area of, and we have to count the squares, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this square, this rectangle or this shape has an area of 6 something squares. So whatever unit, if we're using cm or m, it is 6 centimeters. And what we have our answer in? Squares. Everybody think they get that? So since we're using area, we can't just use cm and m. We have to only use it with squares attached to it, right? Because that is how we're going to find the area of the shape, right? So we can use a checkered line book to make our job very easy, right? So to find the area, of a shape, we can count up the squares inside of it, right? We can't count around the shape. We can't count around the shape because that would be what? Finding perimeter, but we have to count within this shape. All the squares inside of this shape, we have to count up, and that is how we'll find the area of it, right? So everybody think they understand this way? So suppose I don't want to count up all of those squares inside a box now. What am I going to do? I'm going to exactly, that's where the formula comes in. Very good. So the formula is like a shortcut to everything, so we don't have to keep counting all the time, counting up all these squares. Because suppose now we have something big to find the area of. We're going to take whole year counting those squares. We're going to use the formula, yes. So let's use the formula. So here's how we apply the formula. We have to multiply the length by the width, correct? So we count up the length, 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters, and it's being multiplied by the width is how much? 1, 2. And we know 4 2s are 8, correct? So we're going to leave it just like that. We have to put in our units. So our unit is centimeters. And what's our answer? That's it? We have to put in the squares, correct? If we don't include the squares, the people won't know that we find an area. When we don't do all our long drawn out explanations and all our workings, our answer wouldn't be correct without that little tool, without the square symbol, right? So we have to make sure it's in our answer. Is that clear? Okay, good. So let's do another one. Let's work another one. Good, so let's try one. Let's say we have a rectangle with its length 8 meters and its width has 5 meters. So it doesn't have any grid. So we use the formula method again. So what we have to do first, let's write down our formula first. Length times width. Area is equal to length times width. Good. And we write back area is equal to, and then we put in our values. Very good. 8 times 5. And 8 times 5 is how much? 40. Very good. So 40 what? We put in back our unit, and our unit is meters, and that's it. No miss. What is it? We have to put our answer in squares. Very good. Good job. So since we all understand that, Miss has a game for us to play. A very colorful game. And this game is called a Quizzopoly, right? It's mimicking that of a Monopoly. I know you recognize that name. Good. So, Miss has 3 cards that she's going to give to each group. So, when you're playing the game and you're rolling your dice and you land on a question to solve or to find the area, you have to find it using one of these methods. So, I'm going to give group 1 the squares method. So, group 1, you have to find your question or whatever you got using the squares method. Group 2, you have to use the formula method, right? So group 2 is going to use their formula method to answer their questions what they got. And the final group is group 3, and you guys are going to do both. You guys are going to use the squares method or the formula method. So you ready? Let's see which group can do the best. And you know we have prizes. So y'all ready? Good. So Miss went around and checked and looked at all of the groups. But group 3 was the one that had the most points. So automatically group 1 gets the main prize. And the rest of the group, you're going to get stickers. Right? So good job everybody. So let's recap what we did. So what we did today for mathematics, we did area, correct? And what we said was area, it's the distance around. I'm just teasing you. It's the space inside. Very good. I'm trying to see if you can recall. Good. And what formula we use to find area? We use length times width. Very good, everybody. So, yes, Timothy? You want us to go over back the song? Or alright, we're going to sing it. But I'm going to sing it first and then we'll sing it together, right? So, 1, 2, 3. Area is the space inside, the space inside, the space inside. Area is the space inside. So you know. The formula is length times width, length times width, length times width. The formula is length times width, and the answer is in squares. Good. You ready to try it together now? 1. You ready, Timothy? 2, 3. Area is the space inside, the space inside, the space inside. Area is the space inside. So you know. The formula is length times width, length times width, length times width. The formula is length times width, and the answer is in squares. Good job. So everybody's satisfied now, right, Timothy? All right, good. So for homework now, I want you to suggest to me how you would find the area of this shape here. So you're going to tell me, let's say we have 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. Let's see. And 2 centimeters. Good. So you're going to copy this here, and you're going to tell me how you're going to suggest ways how we're going to find the area of this shape. So when you come next class, you're going to share with us, next maths class, you're going to share with us and tell us how we can find the area of this shape, right? Everybody understand? Okay, good.